Okay. All right. So this video, it's for showcasing this item I made, the lumber charm. I'm gonna show you what it does, and it's gonna also be this video is also gonna be a quick little overview of how it works. You know what makes it tick, that kind of stuff. So, uh, actual function of this item is that well, while you have it in your inventory, you try to break a tree, or you go to break a tree, it breaks all of it. Also, right now I have just what was it? I have tick speed up to like 300, just so the leaves disintegrate instantly. Um, it works on all tree types. While it's not in your inventory, you see right here, I just dropped it. Go to break the tree, nothing happens. Breaks like normal. Pick this item back up, go to break the tree, works perfectly. Works again, works on all tree types, works on the jungle ones. On any form of acacia trees, it works. On dark oak, you bet. And the big trees. Oh, the big trees. They go down as well. God, it is so satisfying to break these things. Boom. Entire jungle trees. Gone. My God, it's so much fun. Actually, I don't know, because I'm also going to pick up a bunch of these items real quick, because having all these guys around causing a bit of lag. Do this real quick. And finally, the tree that, God, that was a lot of fun to make sure this would break. These massive oak trees that have like the twisty branches and everywhere. They're just a huge pain in the neck. Gone. Completely obliterated. I love it so much. All right. So now that you've seen the item in action, I'm gonna go over a little bit about how it actually works. And quick, I'm just gonna get some items out of hotbar, clear it up. Yeah. All right. So, um, first little section here. Well, actually, first I should start with the scoreboard. This is the name of the scoreboard, check tree charm, and this system just checks for when players are online. If someone joins, it adds everyone to the scoreboard. So just make sure everyone's on the scoreboard so the item will work. From there, this system will give a random player, without any score, a score of 1 on this scoreboard. Then it will try to clear this sapling with a data value of 8, which is what this has. And this also isn't obtainable via normal survival means. On this little like realm I have, it's actually it's craftable, but yeah, that's beside the point. It checks for the item. If it finds the item, it'll give that player 1 more score, and then it'll set everyone's score to 0 after this process has run. This system is really good for realms because it can check 10 players every half second. And it will constantly keep the scoreboard going. And in fact, actually, I'm gonna pull up the scoreboard real quick. Is sidebar and did not capitalize the T. There we go. So you can see constantly rapidly flickering between 2 and 0. If I drop it, it stays on 1, which is odd. But oh no, it's flickering. Okay, never mind. Yeah, flickers. So as long as I'm on 2, I will get a tag from this command block. As you can see right now, my tags, the first 2 are just for other stuff, but you can see I have the tree charm 1 tag, because I may make more of these, I don't know. But anyways, if I lose that, but my tags, nothing. It's not there. And this system is responsible for that. It's constantly checking random players with the tag to see if the item's still in their inventory. And if it finds that it's not, it gets rid of it with this command block. And now then, that's just the system for checking to see if you have the actual item in your inventory. So you get the benefits of it. The command blocks that actually make it work are all these. These are for every single these are for every single tree type. And here's how they work. So this is the initial, I guess, base check. So when you break any part of the tree, that item will test for a player within a certain radius with the tag. If it finds that player, it will teleport itself in place, and this is for consistency reasons because when you break a block, the item that drops from it could go a block to the right or just like somewhere else, somewhere where you don't want it to be. So this just says, hey, if this player is nearby, teleport in place once so you don't go flying off somewhere, and then give yourself a tag to let the system know that, hey, I've already been teleported, I don't need to be teleported again. And that's the first part of the system. The second part is identical except for the fact that once this first item exists, not only will other logs that are other log entities that are broken by it, not only will they check for the player, but they'll also be able to check for that tagged oak log with the tag of TP. And that's to make sure the system functions if the player isn't within the 6-block radius of that original item, which was a problem I ran into earlier, in earlier versions. But yeah, if it can find that other item, it'll just get teleported in place again, and then say, "Hey, I'm teleported now. Give me this tag." Yeah, and then the main, the main part of the system. And I'll describe how it works and then explain why this one's so massive. So this command block runs constantly, says, hey, if this oak log entity exists and it's been teleported in place, give the tag of destroy oak. And now certain spots are checked. Hold on, let me grab some logs here. Oh, I had some in my inventory. Whatever. Didn't have any oak logs. So say, actually, I'm gonna grab a different log for this that stands out real quick. Say this is the log that's broken. Now the oak system checks, checks these positions around it. It checks on top of it and around the sides like this. Maybe we should have had something set up for this beforehand, but whatever. It checks all of those spots for any logs, and that's logs that are facing like this, logs that are facing like this, and logs that are facing like this. And that's the reason this is so big, because with other ones, you see here, spruce, it checks for all the same spots, but for oak, because the logs can be facing these different directions in those big, weird, spindly oak trees, it has to check every position an extra 2 times, which makes, of course, this, because of that, the strand of command blocks for checking oak trees is like 100 something long. Stupid stuff. But it doesn't just check for trees. It doesn't just check for logs. It checks for leaves. And there's a reason for that too. I'll explain in a second. So checks these positions, those positions, and that position. And the reason for that is because, again, while testing, I found that for some reason, when you just destroyed an entire tree with just commands, you destroyed the entire thing. Sometimes the leaves would just say, "Oh yeah, the logs are still here," when there's nothing there for no good reason. I don't know, but that's why this little system is in place. It's just to destroy the leaves, so then the leaves say, "Oh hey, oh actually, yeah, who am I kidding? It's just to update the blocks because the leaves don't get updated for whatever reason. So they say, "Oh wait, a leaf was just destroyed behind me. That means, oh, and there's no logs here, so I'm just gonna die now." And that just guarantees that after you clear out a massive jungle tree, that there aren't any leaves left floating. And actually, another interesting thing, that is the only issue, or that's only the larger trees had the issue. The 2x2 trees, the large spruce trees, and the large jungle trees. Those were the only ones that had leaves that just said, "Oh yeah, we're not going to despawn now." Screw you. Which was really fun. So yeah, oak is the biggest because it just has to check again, every one of these single positions 3 times total. Um, Birch is the smallest because it has no deviation. Oh, it's always just one tall or one. It's always just 1 by 1 by however tall, which is really convenient. Because as you can see, there's only a spot for checking above, one above and two above. And actually, um, another little interesting thing that I just I definitely did not write anything out for this, just doing it right off the top of my head. But anyways, um, the reason it checks 2 Y levels above the wherever you break it is because sometimes I was running into issues where sometimes the block that was broken here, that entity would just stack with the one that was broken below it, and it wouldn't, because of that, it wouldn't check high enough, and it wouldn't break the entire tree. And thankfully, the simple solution was just check 1Y level higher, and then it works smoothly. It works perfectly. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to cover about this? I guess what I could mention is just that, like, the tag here, it's really just used like as a binary statement, like a yes or no. Like, it's like, do they have this item? Yes, then give them the tag. No, then do nothing. What else? I think that's about it. Of course, it works with all the tree types. Oh, actually, interesting little tidbit. Actually, yeah. So, of course, with all these, you have that S stands for spruce. B for birch, and it has each one has one like for that stands for its respective log. But oak, you can see it's set up a little differently because each one has the letter representing the log, and then x coordinates, y coordinates, z coordinate for, like, I guess the offset for the thing. Because this checks the log -1, or on x -1, y same level, and z +1. Which would be, let's see, this here would be right here, I believe. Yeah, it would be right here. But oak has 0, 4, and 8 between the representation of the log and the coordinates. The reason for that is because it's meant to represent the data value of the log. Because the data value, the logs that are just straight up, they have a data value of 4. Oh my god, they don't have a data value of 4. That's so cool. They have a data value of 0. Jesus, it's 1 a.m. Anyways, these two logs have a data value of 4 and 8 respectively. And actually, if I remember correctly, I think the one below me has data value of 4. It does not. This one has the data value of 4. On the block, this one has a data value of 8. So the log oak logs that are facing north and south, they have a data value of 8. Ones that are facing east and west, they have a data value of 4. And of course, yeah, this system has to check for every single possible data value 0, 4, and 8 log in it's like 30 something positions. So do the math. It's a lot. But it's worth it. It's honestly a really satisfying item to use, and I'm really proud of it. It was fun to make, it's fun to use, fun for the whole family. That's about it. I hope you thought it was cool. I guess if people really care about seeing what makes it tick, or just like really want more of an in-depth tutorial for it, then I'll make that. But I mean, I mainly wanted to make this just to showcase the item and then kind of quickly brush over kind of how it works. Well, really just show how it works, what my kind of thought process was with stuff, I guess. Maybe. Anyways, yeah. Hope you liked it. It was fun making it. Goodbye.